it's not you, it's me instead. Ay, I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna lead a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose who was there. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else chose you instead. Yeah, lately I be having conversations with my
Live.
Good night, everybody. Sorry for the lateness. We're here with the topics. We're gonna get to get to them early o'clock tonight, seeing as we are a little bit late. The joy that I have is gonna be, you know what I mean? I got to concentrate on my victory, all of my confidence, everything into the short little burst here. Of course, Reese is an Arsenal fan. And you see me here. And I got my baby blue. My baby blue so blue. Me drink blue like it blue than the baby blue and that. You check it out. Champion, at some point in time you gotta be perfect. And Arsenal is perfect at coming number 2. They are a very good number 2. They have retained the number 2 position for the second consecutive year. They're 2-2. Next year they might go for a 3-2, but right now they're 2-2. So I finally get to put on my City clothes as a champion. And Reese was complaining before the show and saying City don't have no fans. Reese, I appreciate that. I understand that. You know that I initially started to back City just to annoy Manchester United fans. That's how come I start to back them. 2 things: to annoy Manchester United fans and because they got a lot of money. Because I don't back team with Brooks. I don't back team with Brooks. Ain't happening at all. The real team ain't on Brooks no time soon. Right now, they must feed off of Brooks people. By Reese, you're so humble, right? You're so humble. You have nothing to say. How you feel about your season? Do you feel you've improved?
You see one thing about me, eh?
Yeah.
I am a very honest person when it comes to my team. So 5 weeks ago, we were on this very same show, and I said we don't give up on the season.
Okay.
I don't know if you recall that. Me said 5 weeks ago, I was number 1, you know? When me said me go up on the season, me was number 1. So I had already seen the rating on the wall. So and gonna make me feel bad because me call it before anybody else call it. Yeah. The rating was on the wall. Me see it long time. When
But
Masters
ask you,
understand the rating on the wall, me them in the talk about.
how do you feel about your season though? Do you feel like
No,
you have improved? You feel like
no,
it
you
was a
can't.
success? You feel like
If I
you've
am,
progressed?
if I was a number 2 last year, I'm still a number 2 this year. There's no improvement. I am now stagnant.
But you win
I am in the same position. No. Me don't want cancellation for example.
you win the
Me don't
second
want
most
participate.
games.
Me know,
in
me win them second
history.
most games last year too.
You score your most goals in team history, still less than the champions, by the way. But you did do that. You were better defensively. Man, you just look so beaten down. I said, no, you got me sorry for you, you know.
No, not sorry for me. I'm gonna tell you something that I never forget. One of the few things that I could say that a lot of people can't say. I have seen all of my professional sport teams win championships.
Oh.
Arsenal, Real Madrid, Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins. I see them all win. I see how many
Oh.
teams win, so I can't complain.
Oh.
Give somebody else opportunity.
Right now, I don't just count down your sadness then. You have some Boston sadness coming shortly, and then you're
Okay.
also gonna well you don't have your brewing sadness already. So that is that.
Me gonna be like, man. Me accustomed to it. So me do like, alright, cool. Me just give an opportunity. Make people a chance to win so they could feel like me. It ain't boring over here. You know, me tell you win.
Um, listen, do not say you're tired of winning when it comes to the English Premier League. Listen, I could still remember 2004 and Zulu talk about, boy, I'll be invincible. I'll be invincible. Anybody could go invincible, and I still talk about that day. Because that was the last time I do anything. Still no winning a Europe. Still no name Champions League. Ain't win a Premier League. Come on. And right now, as much as you say City ain't got fans, you know how much title City got right now.
No, City got title. City gonna win now. Me will
You know
never
they
tell
got
you
more.
City now.
They got more titles than Chelsea right now.
Yeah, but we gonna talk about Chelsea. Nah, you know what I mean?
No, it's
Chelsea,
really it's really Arsenal they coming for him.
they got to get there. Not tell me you're coming. Tell me when you
Oh,
get there.
okay.
Yeah, let me know when you get there.
I got a lot of places who have been when I get there as well. But
Yeah,
anyway,
when I get there, let me know.
we get into the first topic of the evening. So, oh my! First of all, have you seen the pictures for Breaking Dawn?
Oh, 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 what an event! Oh, what
Oh,
an
you
event!
saw them?
Matter of fact, I wanted to put on a brown shirt. They couldn't find a brown shirt. I got to be
Man,
lucky. I never see brown look so
I
pretty in my life.
I haven't seen all of the photos, but I mean, it's a lovely color
I never
for
see brown look
ladies.
so good in my life.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lovely color for the ladies to wear, and you know, some of them
Listen,
was wearing it well. That's
exceptionally well. You're not
my
just well,
God.
exceptionally well. Yes,
Yes.
yes, I agree with you. And the antics to
Um,
it, not just the way it well, but the antics for some of the videos that I saw. Oh, you understand the
breaking down,
assignment?
breaking down is hell inside
No, it was an outdoor event. Outdoor
outdoor
event.
event.
Yeah.
Um, so we okay. As a man, what does what I would say? We have been to a lot of events,
Mm,
various different events, and still got more to go. Once there's health and strength.
mm.
Um, what do you think about these outdoor events in like 105 degrees, man, without pool and so what's taking place?
No, me no mind
What
them.
am I? You don't
Me
mind
no
them?
mind them. No, me no mind them. I don't mind them. I won't be honest with you, me no mind them. Cause you know what? The one thing I tell you, we gonna speak of these events, but yet you ain't gonna do Joey Manning and Parry there in the same kind of weather, and maybe even hotter.
Listen, I even confused.
You understand what me the
I,
point?
yeah, I'm even confused about that, to be honest. I, I just feel like at this moment in time a lot of the parties should still go on because I'm not against the parties. I just feel like a pool should be incorporated. Pool should be utilized. I feel like there should be a time of year when, bruh, let's get this thing going, and this is that time of year. After last week, and we talk about heat advisory, the government announced the same thing about heat advisory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
So
know you're gonna be hot as hell. Me know that. But me still don't want to
I'm
sit in the pool.
I'm just okay. You have me tell you what the confusing part be when I'm seeing the ladies and them a dance and then still let the legs up. You understand? And them a walk up, but then got to be a walk up and a fan. What kind of walk up and a fan you see, boy? And then me see another.
They understand the assignment.
I see another lady. Right? She's so dedicated to the assignment. She got one of them fan what also spray with the mist. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This is what taking
She,
place.
she understand what's going on.
Listen, yeah, me tell you what would be even better, and you ain't even got to incorporate the pool. Them man need to like get a pile of them miss fan and go a miss party. How me so?
That's what we're
But
talking about.
what you say you kind of stick up,
No, okay. No, sorry. What kind of talking about?
Oh,
What kind of misfan you talking about? Like the list one them are
listen,
the big one them that
really and truly, if you're doing it on this level scale, you aim really need them handheld thing. That's when now you could get something what is more like commercial grade.
yeah, that's what ain't everybody want to get the misfan them either, yeah? And they
I
still
feel
want to be they still want to be in the bouncing and still want to be in the fetting part, the fetting section, but not everybody want to misfan them.
I feel I,
Well, I'm gonna tell
I,
you one thing I saw some years back. Went to a wet fit, uh, and I see somebody who get wet a little bit of wet from some water end up with an asthma attack. So some people can't really take it. Some people
I
little weak.
feel
Yeah,
these people with asthma, man, you gotta watch out yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to take care of yourself. Let me see, man, I got to find Nevlek. I have to find Nevlek. Nevlek. Um, Even before I say what I got to say about Nevlek, I'm confused about certain things. Like, so Nevlek got two different grades of notice. You got orange notice, and an orange notice is a scheduled outage. And I would expect if there's a scheduled outage, that the estimated duration would be there. And for the most part, I mean, really and truly, in every case, I think that is the case. They got a red notice which is an emergency outage. For the emergency outage, sometimes them man got the duration. I'm not really sure how that is possible if it's an emergency. I reading too much into this thing.
No, I think it's an emergency, but they understand the scale of the emergency and how long it may take. It may
No,
be something like a transformer blow, and then not just replace a transformer take an hour and a half. But we got to replace it now.
I feel because then some of them are to be determined. That no, I guess that's a real emergency then.
I guess it may be a bigger thing. Maybe
Oh,
something like when the generator don't got a problem and they have to take it offline to fix it.
I like to ask questions to understand. We come now, and I haven't spoken about this in depth, but the raised electricity rates. Even before we speak about the raised rates, you know that this press release was released on a Friday afternoon.
No, I didn't know. I didn't say when the release, but I
Oh,
heard of it.
oh,
I heard of the release.
and oh yeah, this is where you got to tune in because the timing is important in life. So
True.
I mean, it's historical. You know that historically they would have called this what a Friday afternoon news dump. Them kind of situations that you put them in, everybody done gang a lamp on the weekend, and then Monday morning the reality going city that dealing with a new situation.
Mm.
Anyway, so press release May 10th. Um, Dear valued customers, on September 1st, 2022, a decision was made by the NIA to remove the fuel surcharge on all domestic customer bills and place a cap of 65 cents per kilowatt hour on the fuel surcharge for commercial customers. Okay? The Nevis Island administration assumed the responsibility for the necessary subsidy to allow Nevlec to recover the cost of fuel that would have been otherwise recovered by the fuel surcharge. Um, all of that, as a long story cut short, they put a cap of 65 cents per kilowatt hour for the commercial bill. For the commercial customers, and the NIA take full responsibility for the domestic. Yeah, that's as far. But that not even really got nothing to do with the domestic. But anyway, due to competing demands for funds and the volatility of fuel prices, the fuel surcharge can no longer be fully subsidized by the Nevis Island administration. The decision has been made to adjust the tariff to ensure that the operations of Nevlec and service to customers remain sustainable. In light of the above, a decision has been taken by the Board of Directors of Nevlec and the NIA that effective May 9, 2024, all bills payable in June 2024, there will be an adjustment to all domestic tariff charges as follows. And it goes on to list. One goes from 51 cents to 65. The other one is 49 to 70, and then 47 to 75. And this is based on how much you use. As you go up in usage, basically electricity get more expensive. I apologize for that. These adjustments are being made to avoid the reintroduction of a fuel surcharge for domestic customers, which has been as high as 80 cents per kilowatt hour. The total cost of fuel used to supply electricity to domestic customers will not be fully recovered by these new tariffs, and the NIA will continue to provide the necessary subsidy, albeit at a lower level, to allow Nevlec to recover the total cost of fuel. And then it give you a list of things to do to conserve electricity. Reese, with regards to the timing of this, another timing issue. What do you think of this being done right as the heat is on in the country?
Well, so let me talk
Little,
about it. The okay, so let's talk about timing. I feel the press release. I understand why it was released at that time, but it's ill advised. Right? Whoever advised them to release it at that time, bad decision. I almost make it look like you're trying to hide something, you're trying to just chuck something quickly, and hopefully that people don't pay attention and catch on to it. All right. The second part of it is the time of the year that they decided to put it on. I feel like if you come down to it and the pressure is on and Neville can no longer sustain, then they got to do what they got to do.
as you mentioned that, oh my God, wait a minute. Okay. So I happened upon an article from macrotrends.net, and this giving you a historical average of oil. So again, for what is here? At least I give something. I never let no give me nothing. They just tell me a story. No, 2022 the was expensive. 2022 when they did this, the average cost of a barrel was $94.53 US. In 2023, it went down to 77.64. In 2024, currently is $78.87. How come they could have managed it in a 2022 when it been 94 and can't manage it on a 78? Speak to me.
So here's the thing. They might have buy it more than they could have true when it was the highest price. So doing it at that time would have really assisted the citizens, but at this point now, the kitty want to enjoy.
Wait. Let we talk, cause we gonna stick on the timing issue, you know. Maybe that's why you should have named time is all about the timing, you know. Because let we talk about the timing of when the subsidy went into effect. It went into effect in September of 2022. And what happened in December of 2022 by chance? You can recall if anything happened in December of 2022?
The election.
Oh, there
Yeah,
happened
but
to be an
listen.
election in
Yeah, but
December
listen,
of
listen,
2022. Okay,
listen,
talk to me.
listen, listen.
Speak
You
to
have
me.
to understand.
Speak
Everything,
to me.
everything that is done is politically motivated. I don't understand why you don't make it seem like we surprised. Everything that is done is politically motivated.
So, which means we could expect the subsidies to come back into effect about what 2027.
Hey, if
So,
that's
so,
if
so,
that's what
so,
it takes,
so,
that's what it takes.
so when they come back in effect, that's when we know election coming.
Election on the Ben again.
So when we want to know if we not got to ring the bell no more. We just got to wait to know when the fuel surcharge
But it
come
may
back
be a
up.
you might say that, but it may be something different next time. It may be your water cut in half.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you. That was just the 2022 angle
You know what
at
I
the
mean?
time.
Come on, man. Can't play the same shot over and over and over.
When maybe the bowler try to hit a particular delivery, he try bowl the way yaka.
Oh, you play the same shot over and over and over, man.
Oh,
Nah, do that.
um, the next thing is there have been some complaints from the people about they said that everything would take effect from the June bill. People say they get a May bill and the May bill looking heavy already. What about that?
Well, what I need to do is compare the Maybell to the June bill, and the Maybell might look heavy because, as we know, we're going through a time of heat. But when you look at the
Uh-huh.
June bill, the June bill might be an anchor. Drop straight at the bottom. So you got to be prepared, you know. So if I
So
see the
okay.
Maybell done high, I better turn off the light.
Right. Okay. You like
But that's the reality.
so here what they say as conservation tips. They say have your cooling equipment checked or service at least once a year. They say be sure that drapes and blinds are not blocking vents. Insulate your home with weather strips around doors and windows to reduce cooling costs. Seal leaks around wall outlets and switches. Reduce the water heater thermostat setting where applicable. we all, and where applicable, insulate the water tank to sustain temperature for a longer period. Wow. When using electrical range, plan ahead and cook a number of dishes or meals for later use. Open oven doors only when necessary. So, the man a meal prep for you and all, but turn off and unplug appliances when not in use. Lights, TVs, computers, etc. Because they say standby power can account for 30% of your home electronic energy. Um, they say iron in large amounts at one time, beginning with low temperature fabrics. You will reduce your warm up time and get the chore done sooner. You just do this with? You're responsible like that to implement that one?
Mm, me don't iron.
I feel you. You got
I
some
don't
kind
iron.
of trick. You got some kind of trick. Yeah, and the last one is turn off the lights when they're not, when it's not being. I think that's a simple one. Everybody could do that one. So,
Me not see nothing wrong with what he said.
so no, me not see nothing wrong with what you said neither. No? I just wanted to know. I feel like it's kind of how must I put this? I feel like them man should have done this since January, you know, if they really was going to cut it. But outside of that, the only thing I would have liked to know is, okay, I feel like we could read into some of this. Due to competing demands for funds, that that mean basically I be promised we're gonna do a desalination plant and nothing a go on. I be promised I'll be able to do the chicken and them. I mean I think here no farmer got no chicken, much less the thing gone up. I be promised your airport, all these kind of things. So when you look at the competing demands for funds, we understand what they're talking about this.
Mm.
So and as you say now, well, as me I say, ain't an election coming soon. So, and right now, when you remember the timing too, this happened when the premier last phone, if you're not careful, no, so. But this happened when the premier last phone really and Julie. All of this year, if you really check out the timing of what going on,
The man lost his
all of this
phones.
happening. Oh, his phones, sorry. Because he put up a picture the other day, say with some mango and say nobody could get it. And neither none of his phone.
No, no, no.
Loretta say you're a little dry cleaning like a shit.
No, one or two things with the dry clean, but me dey take me thing them with the dry and hang them up on there. Me not a big supporter of ironing. Me not like household chores, eh?
Um, as me say, and the other thing is like this you raise it in a the time of year when people are gonna use them AC the most and then kind of thing like. You see, that's how come me say they should have done it since January. So people
Mm.
could have kind of done get a kind of feel with them kind of things there. But I mean, no election are coming, so it's only grumbling. Do what Neblex say, conserve energy. See them man here who cut off 30%. Because Dr. Daly said the bill going up 50%. And
We'll get a
really and
50%.
truly, as I bring up Dr. Daly, I owe Dr. Daly an apology. Well, well, not really an apology. Me no want an apology, really and truly. Me still not like the tone sometimes, really and truly. But one thing I would say, Dr. Daly does make some claims, And the plumber would come out and say, no, what's up? I'm chopping this, I'm chopping it. But like when you really end up kind of looking into it, some of them does be there. There does be a little thing to it, you know what I'm saying? The mole in the building. When I went down by where they're doing the farming down Indian Castle. When I went down there. No, I don't know how much money they spend on it. And that'll come in, I really spend nothing on that. But I did get to see certain things maybe he said. That's real, man. So, and I seeing a lot of things what he's saying right now when I checking up power again. Oh. Anyway, MVI Connect. Reese, did you know that this boat is leaving from Long Point?
So I heard that it's leaving from Long Point, and I was kind of skeptical about the Long Point angle.
Okay.
One of the reasons I was kind of skeptical about the Long Point angle. You ever been down Long Point actually on the pier itself and look over?
Indeed.
Now you realize that the Caribbean and the Atlantic Ocean meet, and there's always like this level of turbulence right there by the pier.
Indeed.
So I wasn't too keen on that, but seems like they get it to work, so can't knock it.
So you don't feel as a man, but then again, you don't be all over the place. But if okay, say you're in town and you got the option, you think is an easier option to go over Long Point? And I talking about this, I feel like this was applicable for anybody who live from town to Gingerland. Because even if you go in Seabridge, I feel like you come in town.
It's an easy option, yeah. But it's a longer ride. Me no want the long boat ride. Me
No,
take
but
the
you
longer
see,
car.
this is why be me I get to know. According to the story, them man getting you down there in 45 minutes. I
The boat is getting
ain't
down. The boat is getting down there in 45 minutes.
yeah. I would think even faster. Cause really and truly, in certain circumstances, when they leave from Nevis, they leave in down there. Basically on the hour.
So you're looking. So you're looking at the boat doing about 14 knots. Now you're telling me the boat probably gonna do about 13, 14 knots.
Something like that.
That is fast. That's that size.
Well, you see now we need to get some feedback from somebody who has been on the vessel to see if it is actually turning around in the times that is say it turning around.
I mean,
Um,
I saw the schedule when it came out, but
mhm,
I thought initially the schedule was from the Seabridge area going over. Then I realized they posted Long Point, but
yeah.
that is moving fairly fast for the turnaround time.
So you're skeptical about the ability to do it because and you know why you would be fear? Because Seabridge turnaround times and what they said it does do, they are not able to deliver consistently.
Well, not only that, right? But I think if you move into that's at some point something's going to blow, and I don't. I think they should cut back on the speed for that size of vessel.
Um, so you feel really and truly that means it's better for them to get a more realistic time frame.
Yeah, I think the turnaround time should have been a little bit longer. And you know what it is as well too, because let's say you're going on to sink it and you have a big load to pick up. If you have to fill the vessel completely, I can't see you turning around in 15 minutes. To offload and unload in 15 minutes is unlikely.
It also seems so to me, especially when you consider the amount of vehicles. If you're fully loaded, there's no way it's possible. It's basically a 80 vehicle transaction at that point in time.
Not even only that, but when you look at, let's say you have heavy equipment, right? Trailers also come down, they got to maneuver, and as you know, a trailer sometimes they take 4, 5, 6 ton just to get lined up properly. It's kind of tough.
I don't see any rates for trailers, so I ain't sure if them man a take trailer.
Mm.
The largest thing I see was a big pickup. I see they have rates for big SUVs, I think mid-size SUVs and regular SUVs, but I don't see any rates for that type of vehicle. One of the things what I was saying is that if they are able to actually leave on time, I feel like that would be something that is very competitive. And when they say leave on time, I feel like leave on time for anyway. Because, I mean, there's moments in time when by your head on the sewage and you reach before the captain. Joe just a
Mm.
yeah, boy, Joe just a reach by. So I hope that they got a situation where like they got somebody who like that's the thing for real, for real. Cause really and truly you find that now in a lot of the boats them, you got man who buy you got a lot of boat captain right now. And that's them and thing. The man me not going pan them boat and me reach after the captain, them man there. So them man a level of professionalism. So I feel like the ability to leave on time would be a plus. The digital aspect is also intriguing because this is the other thing with this bridge. Um, you reach up on the boat, but you're not pay until you reach a St. Kitts.
Oh,
You
really?
check it. No boy, you Jones a play domino. Jones get domino and play ball. What you talking about? Yeah, and and then you, as me say, you got to when you're going off now, you pay, and then you get your receipt or whatever, and then you're gone buying the journey. But I feel like the ability to collect money and move one time is gonna make it a more competitive thing. I feel like it might cause a lot of businesses to like open their mind in that aspect. There. You got certain things like if your business got Wi-Fi, it could be competitive just by getting Wi-Fi. But it depends on the type of thing, situation. Not everything gonna be able to capitalize, but if you understand what I mean, it's
I feel
possible.
you. I feel, but I saw that they have something where you could purchase your tickets online.
Yeah, you scan a QR code and then that's how you're able to book your spot and thing. So
Okay.
basically you scan through. I would wanna believe if that's the case, then they got the ability to accept some form of electronic payment as well. That would only make sense. And even if they don't do it, I would hope that the crew ain't playing dominoes. Pick up the money so that when man reach a singles, cause all of these things going into the how fast you go load on and load off. If you got to pay, collect money from 40 people when we get to the destination, when the 40 people ever come off. You need to settle up with who you go settle up with. So when I be reach a singles, you know, we gain really and truly you don't supposed to be a settle up with people who are come on from St. Kitts and all. Everything's supposed to be flowing based upon the turnaround time. It's either that or them man gonna adjust it.
I agree. I agree. I still feel the turnaround time is a little too short, but if you walk, you walk.
Mm, but okay. We reach a sensitive topic now. Okay. So I got to spell out what I'm dealing with now. Cause I wanna talk about how the premier spend his personal money. You understand? But I need to build a foundation so that you could see where I'm coming from. Okay? And I want you to realize it's not an attack. It's really a compliment. Now, you see, like in the case of Donald Trump, where persons feel that because Donald Trump is successful, that means he's intelligent, right?
Okay.
You would see the same thing in the premier. He's successful. He got some charisma, got a little charm. Of course, he's smart and make good decisions about everything, right? And you even see it in his personal life. You see him spending money wisely. I say anything attacking the premier yet, Reese?
No, 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 not yet.
Good, good. Here is the issue now. The problem is when I see some of the things what the premier do, and wise, and even he had a time when Tulu when I say something about like the premier and a role model. No, the premier is a role model in a certain things. You can't tell me you wouldn't tell a young man watch the premier success and try to emulate that. You go say you find certain things in the character where you might like too much. I could see that. But overall, man, straight, you can look up to that. The issue is Reese. If he do so good in his personal life, how you going to tell them, man, go paint the galvanize when you wouldn't tell nobody go paint the galvanize pan the old house where you got personally? Why is the discipline where you got when you spend your personal money when I see the same discipline with the government money? So you see my argument?
So, what you feel should have been done?
I feel like what should be done is the same thing what we would see in his personal life. He would look at the situation and he would say, if this needs to be done, this should be done the best way. If there is a certain property where the premier got access to, which ain't kept up like that. What me I try to tell you right now, he wouldn't send them man down on the property there right now and tell them man buy just go paint up the roof. You know what I mean? I want that they look good to culture. We got the program where you could fix up. I want that they look good. If he gonna fix it up, he gonna either fix it up the right way or he gonna do just what he here do now. He gonna just left the property there. You check? He gonna cut the grass just enough that in trying off everything, but he ain't gonna go waste no money or make it look good when it ain't good. That's what me I say. all galvanized, I be going to paint them just because now I be want the drone shots for Juve morning to look colorful. And I be want when people take picture. The galvanized gonna look good. Me not feel like he will do that personally. And that's how come me say you like ain't nothing like different to anybody else. You know? When you're judging a politician, you ain't gonna look at their personal success. You ain't gonna look at whether this person is organized or not. And be like, man, I feel like I could put some trust in that person. And if you see that the person organized in their personal life, and when you look at how them are run the thing, you ain't seeing the same level of organization. You ain't gonna feel it. They're not geared out.
So here's the question I have for you.
Speak to me.
That would fall under the Ministry of Public Works. Was
Yes.
that job done by Public Works? Who is the Minister of
Well,
Public
well, well,
Works?
well, well, well. Hold on,
Uh,
hold on, hold on, because that's another part of this thing. That job was done by the Nevis prison farm.
So the young man them that are jailers who went up there go pay the roof.
Somebody hold on them too. You know, feel like them man
Interesting.
want to come at them.
Interesting decision.
What do you mean by interesting decision? You know, here
No,
I just tell you know here I just tell you that both there is competing what I say about the competing funds. So since funds is lacking, you know what was one of the best ways to get things done? Call the Navy's
free
prison
labor.
farm. Call the Navy's prison farm. How you gonna lose?
So you think it would have been better for him to replace everything, replace the galvanized? You think that should have been the shot that should have been the shot plate, replace the galvanized?
I feel like the building in general, the building is too ideally placed not to be used. And then not only that, the building is a hazard at this point. If them man is honestly to send somebody from the Department of Health down in another building there to assess what's going on, let we see the report what they're gonna come out with. I tell you that in the New York City level rat ain't nothing stopping them, man. And you're not in the full of roaches and so come on, man. But it's too well placed. It too in the middle of town. You ain't telling me that in there supposed to be some kind of excellent office space.
What is the building itself? What building exactly is it?
In the used to be the old customs building.
Customs, right? Oh, customs building.
Yeah. But I think listen, the paint the
Yeah.
paint which part get paint is the whole thing. So all which part philatelic bureau there, all which part the sports museum used to be. And listen, you know how you couldn't down the bummy and this ain't no false attack. The sports museum used to be down in another building there. Sports museum moved now. Sports museum gone up in the Solomon Arcade, because down there is bummy. You check it out. Ain't supposed to got nothing down there at this point in time. Down there, but not because, as I say, down there is not an ideal location. Down there is an ideal location. Really and truly, down there supposed to be stories, just like which part in like Virginia there. It's too well placed to not be anything. But because it's not anything right now, that no mean you're supposed to go along like go paint the old galvanized because you want good looking drone shots. False advertising. False advertising.
You see, the problem with me has a different feel about the towns in the Caribbean, because all these towns in the Caribbean with these stupid ass stone building. They can't knock down a big historical building or kind of stupidness. That's why the towns in the Caribbean got kind of problems. You can't expand, you can't get better roads and things because everything landlocked because of these stupid ass building. So I feel like all
You,
those stone buildings should get knocked down really and truly. So
it's
me hate them.
all it's all about the mentality. Liverpool, which is one of the UNESCO heritage sites, them man in recent years have decided, listen, we're better than this. I know you're talking about this old thing, and every minute I want to talk about the 1800s and the 1600s and how this and that happened. Yeah, 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 but we need modern infrastructure in the place.
And
And then man say if we have to risk our status, well then change the status. But we going forward, we have to.
And it's not just Nevis alone, eh? Like I said, Caribbean town. Majority of the Caribbean towns I've been to, I try to see this stone building. Like you can't expand nothing because everything is historical and you can no, forget that. No, you need
I,
to
I,
sort out all the historical building need to go.
I feel like some of the history we need to we I wanna know, right? You got places, where are the places, for example, right? In Orlando, which is like that's a place where slavery used to happen, or like black people that save this place. That does happen.
There's a spot called Eatonville where they used to sell slaves. It was actually close to where I used to live when I used to live in the apartment.
Yeah.
Apparently they used to sell slaves over there, but it's not the preserve spot. It's just that you know that this is the area.
But the area is allowed to move on and modernize
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and do
yeah.
what they need to do. But it's just that this is part of the story. So for example, if
Yeah.
you go to a Eatonville museum, you would know that
You
this
may see
takes
something,
place.
yeah. Yeah, but that's as far as it.
Hey, watch it right now. You know where the Spanish bar is. Um, but by Cross's holiday,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
you know that is there. Apparently, the man said slave used to be sold in the needles.
No, I didn't know that.
And my thing is right. Even if we're trying to preserve the old building, at this point in time, it's a Spanish bar. It's a Spanish bar. We be a deal with them.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
be a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
deal
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you're right, you're
What are
right,
you
you're right.
talking about? What we're preserving?
You're right.
No, no, we're doing it wrong. We're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right.
Loretta said we need an election. Loretta, no election coming to 2028. Um, Reese, I looked up and I have seen that the prime minister is traveling. The prime minister is going to what you name St. George's Island. This is an island off the coast of Canada. It belongs to Canada and everything. Some kind of
Mm-hmm.
sustainable island. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sustainable island summit. And then he also going to another sustainable island summit in Antigua and Barbuda. Basically, he going back to English, look another square, take another picture, and he gone again. My question to you is this: do Caribbean leaders, and we're pointing out specifically by, yeah, I want to point out the heads in particular. Do them man abuse the travel? And what I mean by that is, right, here's my foundation. In the Prime Minister case, for example, there is a Minister of Foreign Affairs. He literally got somebody whose job it is to be outside of the country dealing with X, Y, and Z. Not only that, for any of the conferences or most of the conferences, really and truly there would be some kind of minister with responsibility, whether it's agriculture, sustainable development, tourism, education, health, XYZ. Even if you not got that, you got PS, you got all kind of thing underneath it. And it really been kind of come to me because the other day I realized Xi Jinping went to Europe first time in 5 years. When you check pan leaders like in other countries and so, them man travel as much as everyone.
So it depends on who you're looking at, right? Because for example, if you look at Obama, Obama used to travel a lot, eh? Obama used to travel a lot. Obama moved a lot. Trump,
Yeah, yeah,
not as
and
much.
I like
Not
Obama being kind of world tour.
Obama moved a lot.
Uh,
8 years of
uh,
moving, right? You know what I mean? When you look at the heads of states, for example, outside of the Caribbean, a lot of the more developed countries, they don't need to move around as much because a lot of them are self-sustained countries. A lot of these smaller areas, we got to move around to make connections to get things done. So, as a small society, you got to move around. Yeah.
but, but let me criticize Obama a little bit. Wouldn't you say one of the reasons why Obama wasn't getting stuff done from certain levels was because his ass was not home? Don't you have to be home to be taking care of
Uh,
like the people and so what actually put you in power? Don't you have
uh,
to have an eye on the Senate so you could get these votes through and the House and all these
I,
things and be built? Cause let me tell you something. You go talk about
I,
building relationships outside in order to get to the where you need to do. You know where the relationships need to be with the senators and
I'm
with the
gonna be
House
honest with you.
representatives.
I don't think Obama staying home would make a difference.
No,
I don't think it'll
okay.
make a difference. I feel like the senators and the Congress members, they mind were made up. I don't think him staying home would make much of a difference. Those who are pro Obama or pro Obama. Those who are against Obama, those against Obama. No, I'm not an Obama supporter, so and I mean the way I feel about him is different.
Cause listen, right? I even went on the conference, the Antigua conference. He is the only like active leader going to speak. You know, everybody else, you know what they send? They send farmer premiers, farmer prime ministers, or they send the minister responsible for sustainable development. So really and truly, them basically say, like Dr. John unnecessary. He never, why he got to go all of them places? He really got to go all of them places? The premier really had to go to Spain a couple of days and last he found after neglect rates. Okay?
Man lost his phone. Man lost his phone. Ain't the first person to lose their phone. Man lost his phone.
But
But
why be got fear for? Why be got miss Martin for? Them not enough.
no, the premier take it upon himself and say, listen, this is what I need to be here for this.
Oh, he needed to see the Canary Islands for himself.
No, there's certain things you want to delegate and there's certain things you got to do. And the man
Oh.
figure that this is one of the things that I can't delegate, I have to do. So he did.
Listen, even me a question, right? I see the US is sending a contingent for the I think maybe it passed. It was yesterday, the inauguration of the Taiwanese president.
Mm.
And the contingent was like farmer, like this and that. See I'm kind of scheme. And them man not even gonna tell you send like nobody active. Them man are saying like farmer bush advisor, farmer disadvisor, them kind of circumstances. You know who I'll be saying? I'll be deputy prime minister and I'll be AG. For what?
So who you think should have gone?
Somebody underneath.
No, no.
Emissaries send the ambassador to Asia. So, yeah, send her the Asian ambassador and then send somebody from the foreign office. Boom. Problem solved. AG, you stop in a sing it and leave it on the Deputy Prime Minister, see him. Yeah, sort out that thing. Deal with the people and them who voting around. Uh,
So
okay.
you know one thing gonna nowhere.
No, well, here what the next thing I want. Because I'm willing to play your game with you, But here's the concession what I want, I don't know if you want. Do you think that there should be some kind of report made on the travel of ministers so that we could see at least how much was spent and some kind of breakdown of, okay, this is where they went, this was what was achieved. Would that be fair? Coming out black you at that point, I just wanna know well what they feel.
I think it will be fair, but the breakdown in terms of what was achieved gonna be tough because everything won't be achieved all at once. Right? So let's say for example, they went to Dubai and they had the meeting in Dubai. What came out of the meeting? Was there any
Man,
contract signed or anything like that?
how you mean? The
Okay, so
man the man saying I MO well here can't hear what the man does do to it. Even when the man saying something, the man gonna let you know, even though we saying something, mean nothing. But that don't mean you mustn't go like the picture. So the man saying a MOU with regards to geothermal. That man saying a MOU with regards to something. Yeah, I think a geothermal.
so now that they're saying that and that came back and right. So let's
Mm-hmm.
say it take another 3 years before the ball get rolling. Then what
Mm-hmm.
happens?
No,
Then
here is my thing. Me no want blood. Me nah say every time you go somewhere, you got to come back and tell me and $50,000 and $1 million was no. You could go and say we had a camp. Look again to the Sustainable Island Development Conference. All of me expect them to come back and say, um, this was the main thrust of the conversation. In general, we was discussing this, and that, and at the end, we voted to move forward with this, and that. Boom. And the thing of it is, even when them man don't do it, it still does happen. It's just that me I say I feel like they should come out and deal with it themselves.
so here's what you say. You just say you don't want blood. No, what you say you don't
Have
want blood. That don't mean everybody else don't want blood, you know?
Oh,
So when you go that route, right, knowing that in 5 years, 3 years, and 2 years, you got to call an election. You willing to sabotage yourself?
but me not think you sabotage yourself. When you look at the amount of things, for example, if we was to get this from Marsha Henderson, I become full of things. She got places, but we have seen deals announced to reflect that the Ministry of Tourism is working and the minister is working. All we would have had something reflect, well, okay, all right, this is when he went, they also got to do that. This is how much it costs. But that's what I'm saying.
No, okay, here's the thing. No, with the deals being signed, what have we seen materialize from the deals? Check out the deals being signed. When the deals are signed, what have we seen materialize from the deals signed?
Um, Me not see nothing with regards to the MOU that is recent. But as I said, it with regards to Marsha, you could see the airlines what she said. This a come, here come. you could see when he said, the cruise ship here come. With regards to if you talk about if me know exactly the impact, I don't sure. Because up to the other day when I was coming, I asked Pana, I see how you get the icon of the seas, the taxi man. I said, what the money been look like? And he tell me, he not really there. But he and I say he ain't judging it like us. So he said I don't judge it off about the third time. From the third or the fourth time go back. So he was saying that there was due to get the third time some other time there. So it's then he was gonna start to judge. We'll see what is taking place with the thing.
This is kind of different too. Eh? That's a tough. That's a
No, no,
tough
no.
judging. That's a tough
Listen,
judging point.
no. Me just been an address for you if you are trying to ask me if me know the impact as far as economically, I don't know. I can't tell you. That what me really
Yeah,
tell
but
you. If you're talking about
I understand that.
if you
Well,
ask me
we don't
what
I
me
kind
see
of this.
from the deal, if you ask me what me see from the deal, she said I cannot come, I cannot come.
Okay.
She said this not a airline a come, and we open up to Atlanta all this now. Airline a come, you go up on your phone, you see, but I could book the thing and me go. Progress, what? Me can't say nothing.
Rushing into the
Um,
next level. Rushing into the next level and jumping in praise and his ticket.
that's another story. That's another story. But you agree that the politicians, particularly the leaders, need to be out and about them.
Yeah, me no mind it. Me no mind it.
You feel like it's reasonable for a leader to say for personal matters.
Yeah,
Any politician really for personal
yeah,
matters, you feel like that's reasonable.
yeah.
How long you think you will wait?
For personal matters, like if somebody step away for
Yeah,
personal matters,
yes.
you could take a 2 weeks for personal matters.
2 weeks.
I see nothing wrong. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with that.
So you're telling me you could be the leader of our country and you decide for 2 weeks. I out. I got something to do with
Okay.
home. That's what you're telling me?
No,
Yo.
listen.
Okay.
No, hold on.
Clar-
When you look at personal matters, right?
mm,
You it is levels to it. For
okay.
example, a lot of our leaders are older in age.
Yes.
Well, a man decide he get a doctor, and the man
Well,
say, "Yo, you have a you have a polyp, or you have a this, or you have a that, and we need to further examine." Well, I'm not going to come out and tell nobody, "Yo, I take a leave because as a gold man, a man put a finger in my bottom and find I'm find something in there. And now I got to go do." No, I can't. You ain't want to come out and say that. That is private. So then you want to say, "Hey, I need to I need to step away for personal matters." What's wrong with that?
the constitution would be tested at some point in time. Because
Right, and that's why we're allowed to put the deputy step in the place. Eh,
okay.
Like I
Like
give you a
that's
good example. No, I give you a
fine.
good example. We have seen our leaders, both prime minister and premier, step away for graduations for different graduation. Gone for 10 days, gone for 9 days for graduation of their children.
No, no,
That's
but
a
you
personal
see,
matter.
no. When is that circumstance, they would say they ain't gonna say the reason why you want me to tell you the reason why they went to a graduation? Cause they said so. They ain't say no personal matter. When they say personal matter, they say personal matter because they ain't want to know what is the personal matter.
Personal
Right,
matter.
right or wrong?
I don't mind nobody taking leave for personal matters.
Oh, okay.
I'm not against it. Like I give you a good example with the backlash that the prime minister recently took with this whole marriage situation. He should have said personal matters. And he should not take no picture.
it would have been impossible to conceal. And also, he did not have any say in whether or not pictures were going to be taken. You feel like he had a say in that? You remember what you say he went to do?
No, you might not gonna saying pictures being taken. He may have a say in what is being released.
No, he don't. No,
You know if he's so?
no,
All right.
no. He would face tough questions, and he would not have the answer to them. Um, the Labour Party put out something about how proud they are that they have passed 41 laws since they have gotten into office. And my question is, how come in all of the 41 and them my man still can't sort out cannabis? Well, all the 41 them man make cannabis more confusing. You know, cannabis is governed by three legislation and three different
No, I
government
didn't know
departments. Agriculture got a piece of cannabis.
that. Okay.
Um, Ecclesiastes affairs got a piece of cannabis,
Why?
and
What I gotta
nationals
do with them?
cause them man want make the rest of man them vote to them too. So what them man do, them man end up take the rest of man them out of the medicinal cannabis story and put them in the Ecclesiastes and say no, you know, Rasta got rights and XYZ and all kind of thing.
Hmm. Interesting. I could see agriculture and national security. Me not really see the ecclesiastic part.
Partner, that they just that are gonna end up just like a culture the renovations happening in the complex. Too much cooking at the kitchen. You know so much a hand. You go got people, you go got a lot of people that prepare things, you know. But when it comes to the kitchen part, no, you know, too much of people inside of the deal with that part there, so. And that's what I'm, with that part there. Have you
Me
seen
not
any?
really.
Have you seen any pictures of the complex?
This is a couple pictures of the complex, but me got a lot of questions. Me not like the design first off. Me not like the design. Um, when you look at, especially this side going towards the park, where they put in like the VIP boxes on top of the stars. Um, me got a lot of questions. First thing, are those structures wooden structures, or is it like concrete at the bottom and wood on the top? Or like what's the thing? What's the layout of it?
I won't believe I wouldn't. I
Wood all
yeah,
the
maybe.
wood all the way through?
Well, the bottom part ain't gonna be the container. Cause I think them are more the container. And the base say it gonna be concrete.
So
Well, at least
when when
I mean as in the wood pan the concrete. I believe so.
I think it'd be better for them to make the bottom not make the bottom concrete, and then if you want to put reinforced wood on the top, you put reinforced wood on the top. But make it bottom concrete and put in like put each boot however it is, you give them the utilities that are gonna require water, electricity, blah blah blah. And then when you look at the VIP booths that are going on top, it's only a handful of people in them booths are gonna be able to see it because of how they angle.
You feel like the angle should have been more towards the stage.
Yeah. Cause it make no sense for me to pay for a VIP booth. I up in a booth and I can't see nothing.
Um, I would see, I watching the video right now to see what's taking place.
Yeah. So I mean, I see the attempt, but I think we are on a 50 or coming. I think the action started too late. We should have started working at a long time ago.
I also hearing that the roof on them still are for the bars them in the complex as well. Cause them are supposed to be doing some renovation up there. Them are still playing finish it as well. You have any worries about this? Would you be worried?
Well, they still got 2 months, eh? Give them 2 months. They still got 2 months to take care of everything, but they cutting it too close.
So in the case of them projects, you feel like them projects are supposed to similar to what I was talking. I think it was to Ira I was talking, and I was saying like I re- after the roads are built up here, somebody will come and inspect the road and all them thing. You feel like like this man come out talk about the broiler plant. Javon, here what I want to do, I must have talk about what I talk about and tell you. I want updates on all kind of thing again. We need an update on geothermal. I want an update on the broiler plant. I want an update on the hospital. I want an update on the airport. Because here's the thing. Sometimes it got all kind of things. It got two specific things what me try to tell you. Stop talk so much. Shut your mouth. And stop taking on so much of projects. Promise I'll be less things. But me do it for the benefit of the premier. But me do it in a bad tone. So you know won't study me. And he gonna play hard. And he gonna take on even more. And talk even more. The premier needed to stop talking because by taking himself away, he would have created a demand for himself. But so he continued to bang his mouth so much and promise even more and more, he done gone beyond the pale. Can't save again. Well, in my opinion.
So you just start with something there. You talk about the airport.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, we need to start being realistic. Okay, we need to start being realistic. The airport need to done with. What we need to do is take the runway and turn it into a track and get rid of the little short track where they got over there. And we have full quarter mile or half mile, and then we get real races. Yeah, get rid of the airport, man. Yeah, done with that. We don't want no more airport on Nevis. We don't realize it's a failure. Let me get rid of it. Make something out of it.
No.
Let's make
Zook
something out of
has
it.
Zook has clearly said that in order to be like a powerful country, especially from a tourist perspective, that you need an airport and you also need a cruise terminal. So right now
Listen,
we're just working on the airport.
listen. We need. I
Trim
think
already.
the issue that we not realistic.
Javan said Nevis Airport is located at the Orly Pier terminal.
Sound about right. I tell the people talking about this airport. We need to get rid of this airport. We should have never had an airport in the first place. I tell people say, oh, this great
So you
idea that we should have this big airport. Wow, wow, wow. Say it.
so you never had the convenience of leaving from Nevis and coming back to Nevis?
Yeah, I've had it. And some
So you don't
small twin
want
engine plane that got 9 seat. I went on Carib, I went on Winnie, I went on what the one name? Nevis Nice? Air Nevis?
yeah, you never went on the so
I
not
mean I
even
went
to
on
that
Caribbean Sunshine. Shit, I even went on American Eagle out of Nevis.
I wonder if a dash eight ever land on Nevis. A dash eight never land on Nevis? You never went on a
No,
dash eight?
I dash it on Nevis because Leah used to come on Nevis with the dash it there.
What the bigger one name? You also
I
had
don't know the
another
other one.
twin. I
Oh, the
don't
only one who knows
talk to.
the what you call the Haberlin that shit aircraft.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
only one I know about. But what I'm trying to say is you cannot have two international airports under the same flag in such close proximity. It's not going to work. Once they're under the same flag, it not work. So unless Neves decide we want bust off, it ain't gonna work. So because we know we ain't busting off, accept it for it is.
You know, I used to shame, right? I used to wonder how come Nevis and Saint Martin are the same size, and Saint Martin population so much bigger than Nevis. But then you know what me think about Saint Martin population bigger than St. Kitts. I think it's supposed to share more. Not me. How you realize the reason why? Because I've been here having a conversation, and I was telling her I feel like it's opportunity don't make a population bigger. Me not feel like population don't make opportunity.
Okay.
You feel like I'm incorrect? You feel like population could create opportunity?
I feel they go hand in hand.
Me feel like if you watch historically, you would
Mm.
see that the places which part the population go is because they got some kind of unique opportunity there.
Okay.
I feel like if you watch St. Martin, if you watch the USVI, they got more opportunity than Nevis or St. Kitts. I have to believe that's facts.
True.
Same thing when you watch Cayman, they got more opportunity.
But and like you said, opportunity. And opportunity is right because when you look, for example, at the VA population, and even when you look at St. Martin population, there's a lot of migrants
Hmm?
that's there, right? And I mean, so I guess you're right when it comes to the opportunity, people will move for opportunity. So I understand what you're saying.
I feel like it's the same. All when you watch the gold rush when everybody in a head west, it's the same thing. People find gold, they might end up this side bad. Okay, we going over there. But I don't
Yeah.
feel like you're gonna have circumstance where people gonna just be like, bye, lobby start to breed. I feel like people will start to breed are moving when they realize, bye, I could be secure. When they feel like they could get some kind of security, then they're gonna say, well, okay. It's I because got three children in another family. But me not necessarily see that is what taking place. Mm. The World Cup. The World Cup is coming, the 2020 World Cup. Um Reese the English players gone home. The manga series against Pakistan actually starting tomorrow. The West Indies have a series against South Africa which is starting on Thursday. The West Indies players are still in India. The man ain't leaving a dollar. Not $1 will be left on the floor. Because the English players, them man gone home. What do you feel about that?
All right. So let's talk about it. The English players gone home to go play a series, knowing that the two games they're gonna miss for IPL, they will make back the money in the World Cup play. West Indies, no. After the South Africa series, oh no. I gotta buy a ticket to attend these games. The only way to get into a venue. You understand?
No,
So
West
let them
Indies
man
in the
stop over
tournament.
there in India.
West Indies in the tournament.
This
What are you talking
West
about?
Indies in the tournament? I thought West Indies was out of the tournament.
No, for
The 2020 World Cup?
the 50. We
Or the
hosting the
out of the
2020
50?
they're hosting the 2020 World Cup, so they
Them man know about that. Matter of fact, the players that's playing in India, how much of them actually on the team? Shea Hope and who else? Cause remember at
Russell up
one point
there.
hit my was out the team. I hit my was out the team.
No, Hetman in the team.
Nikki put Puran in the team.
Yeah.
Shea Hope in the
Rust,
team, Russell in the team,
Shofi Rutherford
Romario
up
Shepherd
there.
in Romario Shepherd in the team.
I think he don't get knocked out though.
So so I got a question because
And
now you're talking
as
about this.
Azari Joseph up there, but he should have
Okay,
get
so I got a
released.
question. I got a question now. I got a question. After looking at the APL, because I watch the APL through and through, and I see a lot of these teams with the opening batsman. I see a lot of players. Who is the opening batsman for West Indies?
I think he gonna be King and Hope. I think it's King and
You
Hope.
realize you realize we don't have any top order batsman.
That got to be incorrect. Puran is not a top one. Come on.
No, but he's not an opener. We're talking about opening batsmen. We don't have any opening batsmen in comparison to what we would have seen in IPL.
Brandon King is good, but yeah, we don't have that. No, we don't have anything that looks like that.
I was looking the other day, right? Actually, I had it on my phone. Them. The Indian team, let's just say them and start with Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan opening. Then them man could go Kohli 3, Surya Kumar 4, um, Sanju Samson in the team, Samson Samson 5, Hardik. You realize how much power them man got leading out them man batting, boy?
Johnson Charles is also in the
Yeah, yeah, okay.
No,
Like
me
you
just tell
realize, like
you.
so, you look at England where India coming with Butler and Rai and all these other guys. Like where you feel we stuck up in the hierarchy? Where you feel we there with the team we
We
put
do
in
not
forward?
we do not have the guns.
Okay.
I do not feel like we have the guns. But I don't like the fact that the tournament is being kept in the Caribbean and um we ain't preparing the best we could. I don't understand why we ain't playing in the Caribbean. Even the series what we're playing is a stupid series. Can't even play the series in Jamaica. Jamaica is not hosting any of the games. So you're playing Pangongs why it ain't really matter to the series. I don't understand how this is intelligent.
This is a problem. West Indies cricket is in serious problem. Yeah, hey, them man gonna get a first round knockout, huh?
The inner group is Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
And who's the
Everything,
fourth team?
everything. Papua New Guinea and
Mm.
Uganda. They
So
beating them.
okay, okay.
Oh no.
They got
The inner group with New Zealand, Afghanistan, New Guinea, and I think it's Uganda. Yeah, I think that's it. But
Australia.
Afghanistan could be a problem.
Afghanistan. That's where Naba from.
Yeah,
Afghanistan gonna
Nabi
be a
and
problem.
Rashid Khan
Afghanistan gonna
and
be a problem.
and the keeper were open for KKR today. Gurbaz and New
Afghanistan could
Zealand
be
is
a major
definitely
problem.
going to be a major problem.
They're gonna have to
But it's
they're
still
gonna get to rely on Nicky P. They're not gonna Cyril Narayan in the team. Narayan Abla.
no. A man tell me that he
Question.
feel like Narayan don't want to play. Cause if he playing international cricket, they're gonna call him for train, and that's gonna end his IPL career.
They're
So
calling
in
for.
that train the ball. Yeah. So he figure back rather than do that. Let me
Nah, risk it.
yeah. Cause he does get good dollars up there, and he
Oh,
look like he can get it. He look like he can be the MVP this year too.
hey, Narayan play good this year, you know. No rain bad good, you know. Any ball good there, you know. No rain had a good
Yeah,
year, boy.
like when he's the MVP, I think I think Kohli got like nearly 1,000 points, and Narayan got like 400 more points than him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is not
Yeah.
close
It's not
because that's
close.
his thing. He make runs and he still a old people. And even if he not old people, nobody hit him on a run.
Run with low.
So,
Run with low.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
um, I want to give this culture I'm a festival who I am a top fan of. I want to give her some word. Y'all trying to embarrass my premiere. I don't know if you see the video, but there's a video and the premiere is calling on people to come home for culture armor, and the video is not edited correctly. You
Mm.
understand? Yeah, yeah. The video choppy, and I can do the man that. I encourage them on the last one to try switch up the venue, you know, 'cause I realize they do Eric one down by the Artisan Village, and they come back with Mr. Brand one down by the Artisan Village. So the next time I want to switch it up, and also big up to Eric and Mr. Brand too, 'cause I want outside. Like where the culture does actually take place. The premier invite people to come back with the culture, and you know, here they from in the office. Come, come back for culture, in the most antiseptic environment you could think about in the office, in a hisu. No really. So I like the touch what them man put on. Them man put it in an actual culture setting and with fresh paint and car. You, the paint the pan building was just built. Them man not put any paint on an old galvanized done by the artist and building. So me not vex with that paint number. It's just public works to that paint there too. The man that's in the business then go to that paint there. That public works paint. Mm, yeah, one more thing. We say, it's like to take it easy. Customer notice, village Premier League. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any young children what us play football, the annual Eddie Kane's football camp is coming up. Let me see if you got any kind of phone number there for you. Why, yeah, this is gonna be from the 15th of July to the 26th. So just before culture armor, especially if you want, you know, you want to get ready before the culture armor, you want your children and them got something to do in the day, bang them out, get them tired, send them over by the month. He say he anticipating at least 65. The registration fee is only $50. And this serves as preparation, especially if your children are gonna be playing um, primary school football. Water and snacks will be provided to the children, and the Department of Sports is also supporting Eddie. So, to those persons who want the children out there in a good environment, contact Eddie now. Oh my God, I forget what that word is. Alexis Jeffers was formally appointed to the Boundaries Commission.
Yeah, I saw that.
Um, you know, I mean, I understand. I trying to understand who nominated them. If it's the opposition, if it's Dr. Joe, he can't be
Where
Dr.
you
Joe.
you can't be
Hmm?
Dr. Joe? Where you can't be
No,
Dr.
I
Joe?
can't.
So you think is the opposition nominated?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
So he said the opposition nominated Sean Richards.
Mm-hmm.
The government appoint two and the opposition appoint two. Okay, all right. And he appoint Sean? Okay. Pam and CCM still tight, man. Unity in opposition. Cause I thought he would appoint Eric.
Listen, everybody good except him. You know? Them man still get along. Right? You could see that. Them man just out here squeezing him.
But really and truly. Oh, oh, the Celtics gonna get away. The Celtics gonna get away.
Come on,
Um,
we on your bay tree, man.
y'all are a bum squad. I do not believe in your superstar. I'm going to finish the rest of my bludgeon.
I don't need to believe.
I can't even tell you that soon I'll be going to put on Real Madrid clothes, guy. You don't wear Adidas.
No,
So you ain't gonna, yeah, you ain't
not
gonna
doing
know
that.
that.
Not doing that.
Man nominated Alexis and Sean. But big up to the Premier, man. You know how long me had to talk about Alexis get on position? Up to now, the Premier ain't one up on Alexis show. One the Friday them. Go give him man little views. Mr. Premier, come on. One Friday? One Friday? God, man. Oh, God damn. Javan,
Man, little
you're
music,
one
man.
of the Javan, you're one of them. You're one of them Boston suckers too. You're one of them. We're gonna get got in the end.
Game one
Sad
in the
for
bag.
you, brother.
Easy
Sad for
victory.
you.
Game one in the bag.
Really and
Here we go.
really and truly, Reese. The weakness of the Celtics is that they won't be tested, man. Even the fact that they're playing these close games against these bum squads. You think them things could have happened in the West?
Okay,
In the Wild West? But
okay,
I
cool.
don't know what right now. Everybody, have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. I think by next time we speak, no, I think I don't hold off the press conference until after the next time. Uh, Next time we speak to y'all, we're gonna be less than 2 months away from Culturama. You don't start to feel the Culturama spirit. You ready for Culturama?
Coach, I'm here talk about boy. Coach, I'm a spirit, boy. Yeah? What do you think dead and dry, boy? Coach, I'm a spirit.
I don't like, and as you talk about that too, I don't like the fact like people need to. Me not understand. No. I watch the mixology event. How come more people ain't coming out and being part of these things? I don't know what's taking place. I don't like what's taking place. Y'all need to
So
start
I'll
the
be
back.
honest with you. The mixology event wasn't a bad idea, but it's too far ahead of Culturama.
But you got to establish what the gene gonna be before we bang in. Even though
Yeah, but
even
it's
though
too,
people ain't not bang Hammond in the end. Cause family will just win it.
yeah, I mean, what is the drink? I don't even know what the drink is.
The drink is a mixture of Carib and what do you want name? Cliff Dwellers.
$12.
Some kind of dwellers
Mm.
is involved. And Keston with the drink. Special
I
K.
know, yeah, yeah, Kessler made the drink. I know that. I
Yeah.
saw that. Big
Yeah,
up to Kessler.
make sure when you get Celtics, Bruins, Patriots, Red Sox, Chelsea, okay, that's a joke. You got a jokey English team, Inter Milan. I respect the heritage. Real Madrid, at least you don't wear them jokey colors, Barcelona colors. But you see a dirt, man. So, Javan, you gonna make up your mind now, you know? Can't dirt man I play Madrid in the finals. You told them
Man, I
they
try,
can't mix, boy.
man, I try to tell
Ah,
you, you can't lose.
let me tell you something. Me got on them Manchester City close but if you come down to the come down, me nah got them, man. If you come down to the come down too. No. I ain't putting on a Manchester City clothes. Again, as a Spanish, again Hispanic, you better believe that. Okay, okay. Java, now you're talking like a real people. Yeah, let me get this thing done. Ira, Ira wants to say. Let me tell Ira he could wrap up.
Looking good, looking good.
Bye.
Looking
And
good,
next thing,
looking good.
and next thing where I've been say what I've been agree with too, you know. Cause Ira been talk about all the things that what need to happen. We ain't got a magistrate court. So you can't tell me we need a new courthouse when currently we're not in a magistrate court. We going too far. That me try to tell you, I want the premier got less things to do. Less everything. Until next election come and he get less votes and then that could be the real wonderful time. Need Cruz and to get their fifth before leaving. And Madrid. One thing made us be very humble before, but I'm fairly confident that is going to happen. I would be stunned if I've been running the Bacala net this is so on the 1st of June. Stunned. But all that is left to be seen. Only one more game we got in preparation on. And all the game that me watch. Even all in preparation game and they don't see me now Pana will just come back after injury. I don't want his that. Wow. Well, I had a call here, so I'll mute myself for a little while. Oh, he hear me. Boy, me no want a storybook and nobody wanna play Real Madrid, no? Them the storybook, me not concerned about the storybook there. Madrid got to get knocked out. And me still no want to see the story. I want everybody lose. You may shut it down. We've been talking about football again for about 5 minutes.
I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody